Yo, what is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel here. This is going to be your Budds Creek race reaction show here. My name is Travis. I want to thank you all for joining me. And this show is brought to you by our friends at Complete Racing Solutions. Coach Rob and the whole team over there can help you out with getting your fitness in line so that you can be the best rider, racer, or whatever it is you're basically trying to do out there. So make sure to check them out, CompleteRacingSolutions.com. You can book a 30-minute phone call with Coach Rob to get an assessment. There's the Coach Rob bot, which is the most up-to-date online thing as far as fitness goes there. So for any of your fitness, nutrition needs, make sure to check out CompleteRacingSolutions.com. They have everything from workouts that Loretta's champions have done to workouts that pros have done to everything in between. Even if you're a fat old guy like me, they've got quick 30-minute workouts because they know you're busy. So with that, let's jump into the Budds Creek race reaction here. All right, let's start with 450s. Now, obviously, if you guys are fans of the channel or have stumbled across it, I made a video after qualifying because Prado went 43rd in qualifying. This is what we're going to lead with. This is the lead story, right? Prado went 43rd in qualifying. And then apparently there is still a rule that if you're top 10 in points, you are automatically given a gate. So he was actually 41st, which is a weird rule in my opinion. And we'll talk more about this on the main show, that they allow 41 guys just because somebody had a bad qualifying like that. And the thing is like, it wasn't a bad qualifying in the sense of he crashed, bike issues, whatever. It was a bad qualifying and he just didn't ride. And it bodes to my point, and I'll say this again on the show tonight and everything else in between. He's over it. He does not want to ride for Kawasaki anymore. He's out of there. 99% chance he's on a KTM come Supercross. And, yeah, he's just trying to get fired. I honestly don't think we are going to see him come SMX. I'd be very surprised to see him on the gate at SMX. He went 11-12 yesterday. For I believe it was 10th or 11th overall, something like that, which is absolutely unreal. Jet did what Jet does, and like that second moto, I don't know. Hunter rode great that second moto to win that moto. That was awesome. Hunter rode great to get second in the championship. That second moto yesterday, I kind of think Jet was just like, yeah, whatever. I don't care, and just kind of let it go. So. Bummer for Mitchell Harrison, Michigan's own Mitchell Harrison there in that tight points battle there. And then to have your bike grenade, that just a big bummer. I'm trying to think, the 450s were there wasn't a lot, to be honest with you. It was kind of business as usual. Jet gets another overall and just continues to stack numbers in the record book there. And for a guy who won a title, and basically just a day that you're just there hanging out, there wasn't much excitement there, which lends a little bit of credence to the Johnny O comment of, well, as long as we can keep him engaged, then this will go okay. So I'm nervous we'll lose Jet earlier rather than later due to retirement, because he's going to be really, really rich and be like, why the F am I doing this? But anyway, that's neither here nor there. Moving on to 250s there. What a 250 day. From qualifying, where we had the guys in the second session just going crazy, to then the races themselves. Deegan did what Deegan does. I mean, Deegan's good at Budds Creek. Deegan is really good on the 250 there. Locked up that title, so congratulations to him. Now, I'm gonna rant about the number of titles on the show here. Coming up, technically he's got 5. The problem being, in my opinion here, is that we're now counting SMX titles, which is fine, but to compare it to, like, here's the big comparison, right, with the Deegan thing. They're going to compare it to Jet's 250 career and be like, well, he's got more titles. Well, SMX wasn't around when Jet was on 250, so Jet didn't have a chance to do 250 SMX titles, which, just judging by the way everything else went, he probably would have won. But that's an argument that we'll have on the show for years and years to come here, I'm sure. I'm sure you guys are going to come at me in the comments, and that's fine. Deegan did well. Now, that penalty, I'm okay with it. I do think it was kind of dumb because it was a red flag, but I do agree that here's what I like with the AMA and all the shit they've gotten over the years as far as like the gray areas and the rules are real wishy-washy. To go by the letter of the law with the rules there, they did it. I mean, they freaking did it to the top 2 finishers there, which is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So I'm okay with it because they were sticking to it. Do I think it was kind of, who cares, whatever? Yes. Cole Davies, amazing effing ride yesterday. That was absolutely fantastic. Joe rode great yesterday too, even though he couldn't get Deegan there. He did ride great. All them Kawasaki boys, absolutely incredible day. Bombed for Hamaker's bike there. I think it was the first moto there on the last lap to have that thing let go with whatever was going out of it. Kind of a Levi Kitchen sighting there. Marchbanks, sick for Marchbanks to get third. Absolutely pumped for that guy. Pumped that he's got a renewal. Now, real sad it's only a 1-year renewal, but I do believe there's a smidge in my mind that there's a path to a 450 for him in there in that sense. Okay. We'll see how that goes, but okay. Yeah, I think that's basically it there. Vial, hopefully Juju's okay. That was a big hit. And Vial not riding that second moto. Vial might just be over it with KTM too. I don't fully subscribe, but I can't say I fully disagree with Mathis on the whole, like, he's pissed that they didn't make him a substantial offer to stay, so he's got to leave. But, yeah. I mean, that's basically it. That's the quick thoughts there. Like I said, there's not a ton of stuff to talk about there. 450 wise, 250. There was a lot that went on. So we'll have the main show here coming up on Tuesday. So make sure to check that out. And yeah, we'll see. Then we'll have a week off, and then we're right into playoffs. So thanks everybody for joining us. We'll see you all on the next one. Make sure to check out CompleteRacingSolutions.com.